Let's see. My hair look good, y'all. Y'all like my hair, don't you? I'm gonna wait till like 30 minutes go by and I'm gonna start the chat. I'm gonna start the video. So. Has this shit been on this one? Wait, I hope this shit ain't been. Okay. I was about to say, cause it said my audio was awesome. Like, is it not been recording? Once it hits 30 minutes, I'm gonna start the live. Six. Five more minutes. I'm gonna start the live. 5 more minutes. Start the live. Alright, yo. I have no idea what that sound is. But hey y'all, welcome back to another live stream. I'm trying to be a little more consistent for y'all. Don't worry about my hair. My hair looks like I look like I haven't humped the bed, but it's just because how my hair looks in that big ass head. So let's get into this live stream. What I want to talk about with y'all today. Let's see. Well, I'm in the making of. I'm trying to do a new hobby where I'm doing short stories, and with a little help, I got a short story ready. A short story ready already. I posted it already and everything. If you guys want to hear it, let me know in the comments if I'll do. But I think it's basically about a girl that feels misunderstood in a world that is full of clarity, full of understanding. So it's a short story. So let me know if y'all want to hear it. I'll gladly let y'all listen. I'll gladly give y'all the Reddit link, or I can send it to y'all personally if y'all want me to. Whichever doesn't matter. But let's get into these topics. Let's see what we got like recently. I know the recent episode of Baddies came out. I have not watched it. But I do want to watch. I've seen different clips online, and I do want to watch it, but I haven't watched it yet. But I have seen it, and I'm not, like I said, whatever has been going on, I'm not surprised about. Like, if y'all watch Love and Hip Hop, I watch Love and Hip Hop. If y'all watch Tommy on Love and Hip Hop like I did personally, I guess so. Hold on, y'all. I'll be right back. Sorry, y'all. There was an alarm upstairs that kept bothering me. I had to turn it off. What was I talking about? Yeah, like I said, I know the new episode of Baddies came out. I did not watch it. I would do a live reaction, but I don't know how to do that on my phone. I can't do it on my laptop. I would do a live reaction, but I don't know how to do that yet. I know that the new episode of Erica Mena came out. I know that came out as well. And that came out as well. So, I honestly, I don't have any words. I have not watched either or, but from what I've seen, I just feel like I don't know what Lemon Peppy, I don't know what Lemuel, I don't know what his game is when it comes to this whole Zeus thing, but I just feel like at this point, like, this shit getting messy. This shit getting real messy. And like I said, one thing with Bad Girls Club, what Bad Girls Club did not do, what they did not do, even though, like I said, Bun and Murray is Bun and Murray, they're gonna be Bun and Murray, whatever. But one thing they did not do was allow these girls to go on the internet and basically snitch and rap on basically everything that they put together, like the scripting and all. Like, it was more like we like the fans, I would say as a whole, we enjoy Bad Girls Club because of its uncertainty and what was real and what was real and what wasn't. So it's more so the fact that, like, these girls be getting off the season and they just be ratting about everything that be going on is crazy to me. Like, y'all not making it enjoyable for any of the fans. Like, when y'all sit there and be like, yo, this was scripted, this was fake, people clout chasing, all that. Like, y'all not making it like any type of better. Like, when y'all sit there and try to justify your scene and then try to expose somebody else to say, oh yeah, this was fake, y'all not helping y'all case when y'all do that. You're not helping your case. Quite frankly. And like I said, I don't want to be those fans that be like, oh, I hate Rolly. To be honest with you, I don't really care for Rolly. I really don't. I don't really care for Rolly whatsoever. I don't care for her. I did like her at a certain point, but I don't care for her anymore at this point because I just feel like a lot of stuff that she does, personally, me, it triggers me. And it takes me back to a dark place that I don't want to ever be in ever again. So personally, me, I don't like the way Rolly be acting because it takes me back to a place where I don't want to be. Like I said, I enjoy Baddies for the most part. I want to say one thing, like Summer. I hope you see this, Summer. I don't care. My hair can be fucked up. My hair can be whatever. My room can be fucked. I don't give a fuck. Summer, girl, you're a weirdo. You're weird. You're weird. Any woman that calls her son daddy as a nickname, you're weird. You're weird. Not only once, but more than twice. Like, you're weird. You're a very weird person. And I bet your son is, like, embarrassed of you. I know he is. He ain't gonna say it to your face, but I know your son embarrassed of you. I know he is. Whether you call him that name in front of his friends or not, like, I know your son is embarrassed of you, embarrassed to be with you. I know he is. Because if I was him, I definitely was. Because you're not gonna be calling me no freaking daddy in front of my friends and call me daddy in general. Like, I'm sorry, but I've always been, I'm part of that generation where we always say, like, daddy is more so we calling your father, your actual biological father daddy, or someone that you're with, your significant other who's a man, you call him daddy, or it could be a woman, whichever, or whatever floats your boat, whatever. But I never heard of no one calling their own child, biological child, daddy. I've never heard of that. That's weird as fuck. That's weird as hell. Like, girl, you need to get on, honestly. You need to get on. To be honest. Like, that really made me upset, because I was like, who calls their son daddy? You know what I'm saying? Oh, my mama. Like, you feel me? Like, what?
Calling her out, sort of being cute with it. But I will say, that next episode,
I'm not gonna lie. I really need to watch this shoot. I really need to watch this episode. And one thing I will say, like I said, I just feel like I did like Tinker, because, okay, I like Tinker for the entertainment aspect of it all. I do like Tinker, but I feel like Tinker just do too much. Like, she just be wanting to have camera time 24/7, bro. That's all. And the beef you got with Tommy ain't even that serious. You mad because I mean, granted, like I said, Meatball wasn't right last season. Meatball wasn't right for, honestly, like, basically taking Tinker's shine away from her because she got her chain. Meatball wasn't right. But at the same time, you won't get mad at Tommy for just saying, yo, if Tinker wanna crash out, let her crash out, bro. You keep your dignity, you keep your shit, you keep yourself together. If she wanna crash out, let her crash out. How is she wrong for saying that? How is she wrong for saying that? Like, you already got your chain. Meatball not even on the show no more. What does it really matter? You still beefing with Tommy for? It's just, to me, I have no problem with any of the girls. I have no issue with any of the girls. I hope all the girls, they flourish and see riches beyond their wildest desires. I really don't care. But at the same time, I'm not gonna hold my tongue. I do feel like I said, Tinker, like, you kind of weird for this whole beef, and I do feel like this beef is kind of manufactured because you had no reason to really not like Tommy. It wasn't like she said anything to you. She wasn't telling Tink. She wasn't jumping in no fights. She wasn't telling Tink. She wasn't telling Meatball like, yo, telling Meatball, yo, I'm gonna jump her for you. I'm gonna take you for. Like, she wasn't saying that. She was just talking. Just talking, and that's it. And you basically took that as like, yo, like, we beefing. You could have talked to her. You could have talked to her and, you know what I'm saying, like, really made it, really had a conversation with her. You didn't have to, like, go that far. But like I said, this is Baddies. And this is Baddies. They don't talk, they fight. They fight and they make up afterwards and then make it seem like they made up. That's how it goes. So, that's how I look at it. That's how I look at it. But like I said, I just feel like Baddies is doing a lot. And like I said, back with BGC was not like this, bro. And I really miss BGC for times like this because I feel like Natalie took like a portion of the formula and just basically the fighting, the sexualized, portion of it, and just brought over the Baddies. I don't think she really put thought, or at least she didn't even talk to Lemmy about it and put thought into any of these scripts at all. I don't think they put thought into any of it at all. But I will say, with Tommy, I do feel like the BBQ, that was real. That definitely was real. And like I said, if y'all gonna sit there and jump, and bully and all that, you can't be mad when someone brings a pew pew onto the stage and pew pew. You can't expect that. You can't be sitting there jumping and fighting girls and being mean girls and think no one's gonna come back. And I feel like Tommy probably felt jaded. She probably felt some kind of way about the last time she was on Baddies, when it was last season, they were on Caribbean, and her and Natalie got into it, and the security guards were kind of holding her fist back, and Natalie was still kind of like, punch after punch. I feel like she still felt kind of way about that. And I think that with that, also, I know she obviously don't like each other that much. Tinker, like I said, Tinker came out of nowhere And I know her and Akbar got into it like way before Baddies. And this is the conversation way before. I think it was like way before when it was Baddies South or Baddies ATL. This like way before, and they just never squashed it. So I just in my opinion per se, I really just feel like this show is just crazy. The show is crazy. But we're gonna take a break from Baddies real quick. We're gonna read some I don't know if they have any new ones, but we're gonna read some blind items to see if I can sit there and see if I can personally sit there and guess them. I mean, I'll read some to y'all and y'all let me know in the comments, like, you know what I'm saying, if y'all can figure it out, and y'all let me know, you feel me? Y'all let me know. So I think a couple of these are about the SAG Awards. If you know what the SAG Awards are, they're basically like I think it's the Oscar type of thing. I could be wrong. I don't know. I don't really watch it like that. Basically it is the Screenwriters Guild Awards. It's supposed to be like basically like the awards before the Oscars. So like if you get a SAG award, you're most likely will get nominated for an Oscar award. So let's see what we got on here. So the first six that I talk about are basically, I think it's all about the SAG Awards, but we'll see what happens. I personally am not gonna know who these are about. I'm just reading them so then maybe y'all could put y'all 2 and 2 together, and y'all can let me know personally who y'all think it was. So okay, this is number. So we're gonna go. Actually, it's the 18. So we're gonna do blind item number 18. The emphasis of. Actually, I probably should read this from number 1 because it's gonna like make things sound stupid. Oh, let me see. We're gonna start from number 1. So number 1, this is for the SAG Awards. This longtime actress from a family of actors was whacked out of her mind on some kind of medication that had her being even more crazy than normal. Now, this is my guess. This is not true. It hasn't been confirmed in any kind of way. Then my guess, this sounds like Drew Barrymore, but I could be wrong. It could be Drew Barrymore. It could be somebody else. But I think personally it might be her. But I don't know. So don't sue me. It's just my guess. I'm not even gonna lie. It could be Jamie Curtis too. But I'm thinking Drew Barrymore. I'm gonna go and that's my guess. My legitimate guess. All right, number 2. So y'all let me know who y'all feel like number 1 is about in the comments. Number 2. Speaking of whacked out, this Bible actor who was a deal a few years ago couldn't stop making coke runs, sniff runs to the bathroom. Now I have no idea who that's about. I have no idea. No idea. I'll be real with you. I have no idea what that's about. I don't even watch Bible movies, so I'm not even gonna get that a chance. But if y'all feel like y'all know who that is, let me know. Y'all let me know. Now 3, still SAG Awards. This former Disney star actress has been sleeping with a producer a few years older than her, which is how she got a couple of top line streaming deals. She dumped him and her career has been on a downturn ever since. Last night she was trying to latch on to a producer who was nearing triple her age. I feel like I know who we're talking about, but I'm not going to. I don't know. I'm gonna think. My thing is it might be Bella Thorne, but I'd be thinking every time when it's about the former Disney, it's about Bella Thorne. So I don't know. I have no idea. I'm not even gonna lie. If y'all have any ideas, let me know in the comments. Let me know. Let me know. This winner from last night is still mum about her surgeon. She never tells because then she'll be admitting that she's gone with a knife. Does she think we do not know? If y'all know who that's about, let me know. I personally don't know. I'm just looking at the comments, but I personally have no idea who that's about. This A-list actor was so much better in his role than the guy who won in the same movie. Anyway, our actor told his wife there wasn't a ticket for her, so he could look for other opportunities. Again, no idea who that's about. If y'all let me know, if y'all know who any of these blind items are about, let me know in the comments. Speaking of opportunities, the guy's named actress should keep a close eye on her significant other. Don't know who that's about. Yeah, I don't know what that's about. So we're gonna just go to number 7. You know that person you tried and avoided a party because they're incredibly annoying, but here telling them, well, there was a vote, the 3 named actresses would be said person last night. Yeah, just the way they do like the way they do like the riddles and shit, I just really don't have. I really can't figure. I don't know. I'm thinking, my guess, I don't know, my guess, Millie Bobby Brown. That's my guess, but I don't know. I'm just gonna keep going on the next one. That's my guess. Y'all know, let me know in the comments. This designer usually shies away from interviews, but at the SAG Awards, there are so many different places to get stopped, and her significant other was stopping everywhere. Inevitably, the designer was trapped, and inevitably, a question about her ex came up, and she just blew through the rest of the press area after that. So if y'all know who that's about, let me know in the comments. We're going to go on number 9. No one got the A-list actress to say anything about her former co-star. However, under her breath, 2 reporters swear they sounded like she said the word karma and walked away. Again, still don't know, but on to number 9. Okay, on to number 9. Number 10, sorry. This permanent A-list actress is an Oscar winner nominee, and she was sporting a wig. Again, I do not know who that is. So we're gonna go to number 11. This winner went to the bathroom a half a dozen times during the night, not for party favors, but to keep throwing up the joys of the weekly shot. I don't know. It could be anybody. That really could be anybody, honestly. It could be really anybody. Let me see. Speaking of the weekly shot, the singer/actress started taking it about 6 weeks ago and has already dropped a ton of weight. I mean, it could. I have 2 different people that I'm thinking of, but I don't know for sure because of what happened. Because of the SAG Awards. I don't know. I could think it's either one of them 2, but I think my guess per se, it could be Selena Gomez or Demi Lovato. I don't know. They both did look pretty skinny, so I'm not sure. But we're gonna go on number 13. If y'all know who that one was about, let me know in the comments. This foreign-born half-EGOT nominates A-list. The insider said that he looked like a serial killer and was terrifying. It didn't help that he was creeping on women too. That one I have no idea what it's about. That one I have no clue. I don't have a guess for what that's about. That one I have no idea. So we're gonna go on to 14. Number 14. If y'all know who that was, the last one, number 13, let me know in the comments. So speaking of creeping, the late night actor is gonna get in trouble. His rising fame has led him to think he can get away with things. So when they say late night, I'm gonna think that it's probably someone on SNL or someone who's a late night talk show host. I don't know who. It could be anybody. But if y'all know, if y'all have an idea or inkling who y'all think it might be, let me know in the comments. Not a knock. Okay, number 15. Not a knock, but this 3-name actor was thrown out of his mind. I'm not sure he knows he was there. I have no idea what this is either. Y'all let me know in the comments who y'all think and let me know your guesses. Number 16. This permanent A-list actress who was supposed to attend but heard her ex was going to be there, so she skipped it and he didn't show up. I think she was looking for any excuse to not be there. It is not the award season she envisioned for herself. I feel like that's probably talking about Angelina Jolie and Brad Pitt, but I could be wrong. That's allegedly. It's my opinion. Not factual. Let me know in the comments if y'all think otherwise. The years may change, but this permanent A-lister actor, not named Harrison and not nearly that old, is still a jerk to every reporter ever. Unless he's promoting a project, he treats them like trash. No idea. Let's see. That one more. I have no idea, but if y'all know, let me know in the comments. The emphasis of 17 is his Nepo baby, who everyone adored and watched how good his press coverage is for the next project he promotes. I don't know. I have no idea. But that was the end of all the blind items for the SAG Awards. If y'all know who any of those could have been, let me know in the comments. Let's see, what else do I have, y'all? What else do I have in store for y'all today? About an hour in. Let's see, we got... Okay, so the reason why I asked, well, whoever comes in the chat and they answer it, the reason why I asked in the chat, do y'all prefer new generation or next class when it comes to Degrassi? I just wanted to know exactly where y'all heads are at and what show, which era would y'all want to see me cover on the most. So let me see. But I have to be back. I'll be right back, okay? I'm back. BRB, y'all. 1 second. I gotta get some water. 1 second. Alright. So, okay. Let's see. Like I said, I am a big fan of Degrassi. Whether I'm a fan of New Generation, New Class, that's still up for discussion. But I am a big fan of Degrassi, and I love having discussions about Degrassi. One second. I love having discussions about Degrassi because I feel like that's something that I really can show some insight on. Let me see. But I'm not gonna lie, I do tend to stray away from the older seasons because it's kind of weird. It's kind of weird watching this man Drake as Jimmy Brooks because I knew him as Jimmy Brooks. I watched Degrassi as him as Jimmy Brooks. So when he became Drake, it was more so like, whoa, you know what I'm saying? I try to stay away from those, like the older seasons. I'm not even gonna lie. But there's one person they was like, okay, there's one thing I want to touch on. So somebody in Reddit they touched up on what I want to talk about. So basically they were just like, I'm on my very first watch of Degrassi on the second half of season 11. I'm 23 years old and always wanted to watch the show when it aired, but my parents didn't allow it. Anyway, I absolutely hate what they did with Casey. At first, I really did enjoy his character. I liked that he was a troubled kid, so to speak, but he was in the gifted class, which for some reason went away after season 8, I believe. The coach storyline was also a great way to show grooming, even though I think they rushed a bit. I wish they showed a little bit more before the coach got arrested and more of the aftermath of how it affected Casey. I agree too. For a traumatizing event, they only really touched on it a couple of times afterwards. Once he got with Jenna, where I feel like his character started to go downhill. I definitely agree on that too. I do want to say I don't hate him, and I fully understand that he had an extremely terrible and traumatic childhood and bad things happened to him. But he was just a kid and didn't have role models or parents to guide him, so I get some of the mistakes that he's made. I always thought him flirting with Jenna while he was with Claire was a little strange. He seemed to really like Claire for some time too, but hey, he's a teenage boy. But I will say his relationship with Jenna was pretty cute at first, and they seemed to be really into each other. I do also feel like the writers kind of dumbed him down a bit after the coach stuff too. Again, he was a gifted student, but we never really seen him care about academics much after either. Then, of course, we get the whole Jenna pregnancy timeline. Jenna was absolutely awful at times. She stole people's boyfriends and started rumors. I think he treated her like crap so much. And again, I get that he was just 15 and scared and didn't know what to do, but they went a little overboard and with the way he treated her. He started to have redemption once they got back together when she was pregnant, and he said he would help out just for him to revert back to the way he was. I do think Jenna was a bit hypocritical sometimes when she would tell him to go out, then get mad, but bro didn't want to be involved at all. I hated that when he got mad at her for taking some time to herself to play with her guitar and said how all she does is sit at home. She was practically a single mom taking care of Tyson 24/7. Then he got mad at her for wanting to put Tyson up for adoption when he never helped and purposely got a job so he didn't have to take care of the baby. And of course, cheating with Marisol. She was right. Casey never really spent time with him or anything. I fully agree that putting him up for adoption was the best option for them. They were both too young and couldn't properly take care of him. Couldn't properly care for him. I just wish they wouldn't have made Casey constantly do horrible things. I wish he had gotten more positive storylines, but hey, maybe he will since I'm not finished with their class yet. But what I will say about Casey, I didn't really care for Casey. I didn't care for Casey. Like, once Jenna kind of like stole him from Claire, I didn't really care for Casey. I didn't really care too much about his character. I did feel bad. I mean, I did like the fact that he eventually ended up becoming on the debate team or whatever it's called, the Power Sparks team. I did like that. I did like that he actually was trying to focus on his studies. I did like all that. But what I didn't like the fact was, like, you know, he was so smart in all of the aspects of his life, but when he had a baby, or when he was presented with a problem where it's like, okay, you either do this or take care of this baby, it was more so he didn't really care. You know, I really don't really care. I don't care for his character. I feel like but the writers, I will say, did do him dirty. I will say that they didn't really care for him as much. I personally didn't care for him as much, but I do think they did him dirty because it was more so the fact that, like, it was just, you know, they kind of just made him so unlikable. I mean, it made him likable and then unlikable at the same time. I didn't like that. Because it was like, you didn't know who to like, you didn't know what to like and what not to like. I mean, obviously, when his dad came back in his life, and he was open to that, and his mom was open to that, I did want things to go great for both of them. But obviously, when the dad starts, like, when Casey helped him get, you know, the job at the, you know, the restaurant, and he ended up trying to drink with the mom, I do feel like that was kind of, I'm like, okay, now I see where they're trying to go down this path with, like, now you're trying to, like, edge him out the show, because I'm not gonna lie, throughout his whole time there, Casey never mentioned his dad. He never wanted to talk about his dad. He never wanted to be around his dad. And obviously, when his mom came back in his life, he was more so like, okay, you can be around me, I'll live with you, but you can't drink. So once he kind of tried to once the dad tried to convince her to drink, that's when I know I was like, yeah, this is not. I already feel like there's like a shift going on. There's a shift happening, and I didn't know exactly what, but there was a shift. I will say that. I definitely will say that. Claire. My next character is Claire. Claire, I really could not stand. Claire kind of reminded me of a less annoying Emma. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Claire reminded me of a less annoying Emma, because I did like Claire at the beginning, but I feel like Claire kind of just, like, when she got with Eli, it was kind of like her character kind of just, like, her character just stopped making sense to me. When she got with Eli, and then Eli crashed his hearse, I just feel like her character really stopped making sense to me personally. I just felt like, you know, I'm not gonna lie, whenever she talked, I would fast forward it. I just really, I couldn't talk. I couldn't really sit there and listen to her talk anymore. I'm not even gonna hold you. I couldn't do it. I couldn't really do it. I really don't like. I liked Claire when it was like, was it maybe 7 to 9, maybe 10? But I feel like after 10, I stopped liking her, and I definitely stopped liking her because, like I said, I was having this whole debate. I was like, girl, You know you love Eli. You know you want to be with Eli. You know that no matter what, even if y'all not together now, you know you want to be with him. So why are you going to have relations with somebody else that is not Eli? Especially in all those people. Why Drew? That made no sense to me. Like, Drew, the same Drew that dated your best friend and cheated on her with Boiler Room Bianca. Like, you're gonna sit there and tell me that, like, that was the right dude for you to sit there and, like, have relations with, even right after you have relations with Eli? Like, you're gonna sit there and tell me that was a good idea? Because Allie kissed Jake. Because Dave dumped her. Dave literally had sex with somebody else, and then he dumped her. So I can't blame her for wanting to just feel loved in that moment. But Claire, like, you need to really you do too much. Claire, her character was doing too much. Way too much. And I didn't really appreciate that. Because I'm not gonna lie, Eli was crazy, but I'm not gonna lie, Eli was a good man. He was a good man. He may have had his faults and he may have had his issues, but he was a good man. More than half the men on that show at that point. You know what I'm saying? And I just feel like Claire did him so dirty, did him so wrong. I get he kissed somebody when he was at NYU. I get that. I get all that. I get her trying to be, her trying to make him jealous, or her trying to, wanting to be, her wanting to be, wanted to get back. I get that. I get that 100%. But get your get back on somebody that, like, was doing shit to you repeatedly over and over. Like, get you an Offset, and then you get your get back. You know what I'm saying? Get you an Offset. Because I promise you, if Eli was like Offset, I promise you, I would not feel, I wouldn't blame Claire for half the shit that she did. I wouldn't blame her for half the shit. I really wouldn't. I promise you, I really wouldn't. I promise you. And one thing I will say, I feel like with Next Class, the one character I'm actually shocked to say that I don't like at all watching Next Class, or even season 13 and 14, or even 12 to Next Class, I will say I cannot stand Tristan. And not because he's gay. Him being gay has nothing to do with it. Him being gay has nothing. It's the fact that he's just so messy, and he's just not a good friend. He never was a good friend to Maya, maybe to Tori, but he was never a good friend to Maya. And he was just so desperate to find some kind of love. And I just was like, bro, you need to relax. Like, you feel me? You need to relax. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you need to relax. Like, you have to just, if you want love to happen, you gotta let it come to you. You don't sit there and look for it and search for it. Cause that's how you get hurt. When you look and search for love, that's how you get hurt. That's how you get hurt. For real. You get extremely, extremely hurt. But, sorry. Yeah, I have a little bit of emergency. Well, not an emergency, but I really have to get off right now. If you guys enjoyed the video, if you guys enjoyed the live, please like, comment, subscribe, turn on all post notifications, and let me know how your thoughts were about this live, and I'll see you guys in the next one. And send some love to my Cash App as well. It's right there. Okay? Geech out.